Namaste and welcome. In today's session, I will be revising with you how to evaluate the given determinant using the properties of the determinants. This concept is very important as far as the board examination is concerned. Even if you see the previous year's question papers, you will find a definite question based on this concept either for 4 marks or for 6 marks. Here we go. The first sum goes like this. Here you have been given omega is a complex cube root of unity and you need to show that determinant 1 omega omega square 1 omega square 1 omega is equal to 0. This is a very easy sum to start with. Let's do it now. Solution. Since omega is a complex cube root of unity, you know that 1 plus omega square equal to 0. So that point should be written first. So since omega is a complex cube root of unity, we know that 1 plus omega square equal to 0. Okay. Now let us take LHS. LHS is determinant 1 omega square omega square 1 omega square 1 omega. Now since we need to use the properties of the determinant and evaluate, we can make the operations either on one of the rows or columns. So the choice is ours. And when we make the operations, care should be taken that any 2 entries, mostly the consecutive entries in any row or column should be made to 0. Then using that particular column or row, we can expand and get the final answer. So here what I am going to do is, I am going to write C1 as C1 plus C2 plus C3. So if I am making the change in C1, I should start with C1. So that also you should remember. Okay. Now, since I am going to make this operation, now what will happen to this given determinant? That will become C1, I am going to write it as 1 plus C2 plus C3. So C1 plus C2 plus C3. The second row also what will happen? Omega plus omega square 1 plus 1. Then omega square plus 1 plus omega. This will become my first column. Second and third columns will remain the same. So I will be having omega square 1 omega square 1 omega. This is what I am getting when I make this operation. Okay. Now, already I know 1 plus omega square equal to 0. So, name this as 1. Then, this implies I get determinant 0, 0, 0, omega square 1, omega square 1 omega from 1. I have replaced 1 plus omega square. Here also everywhere you are having the same term. 1 plus omega square. So from 1, all the entries will become 0. This implies determinant 0, 0, 0, omega square 1. Then omega square 1 omega is equal to 0. The reason is all the entries in C1 are 0. Therefore, the value also will become 0. Since all the entries in C1 are 0. So, finally, this implies LHS equal to RHS. That is what you need to prove. Okay, so 1 omega square omega square 1 omega square 1 omega is equal to 0. hence proved. This is how you will be concluding your answer. Now, let's move on to question number 2. Here we need to show that determinant 1a b plus c, 1b c plus a, 1c a plus b equal to 0. Now, again this is also very easy question. Normally will be asked for 1 mark. Solution. Before you start doing the problems, you just first analyze what should be done so that we can make use of the properties of the determinants so that the evaluation part will become easier. That is how you should think. Now, looking at it, you can see here, I can write C2 as C2 plus C3. If I know that here in C2, I will be having A plus B plus C. All the 3 entries will be A plus B plus C. So, I can take it out. Okay. Then what will happen once I take out? 2 columns will be identical. So, what is the property? If in a determinant, if any 2 rows or columns are identical, then its value becomes 0. So, that property we are going to make use of. So, LHS determinant 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, B plus C, C plus A plus B. So, what I am going to do? I am going to write C2 as C2 plus C3. That gives me 1, 1, 1. First column will remain the same. I am making the change only in C2. What is the change I am making? I am adding C3 along with that. So, A plus B plus C, B plus C plus A, C plus A plus B. Third column will remain the same. Now, what is going to be my next step? Taking out A plus B plus C from C2. See, whatever operations we are going to apply, that should be written very clearly. Taking out A plus B plus C from C2. What will happen in that case? When you take out, you will be getting A plus B plus C. If you take it out, inside will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, B plus C, C plus A plus B. Okay, I am doing only LHS. This will be 0. What is the reason? Since C1 and C2 are identical. That's enough. Because that is one of the properties of the determinants. If any 2 rows or columns are identical, then the value of the determinant will become 0. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS. That is, what is LHS? 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, B plus C, C plus A plus B, which is equal to 0. Hence proved. This is how you will be concluding your answer. Now let's move on to question number 3. Here you need to write the value of the determinant 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6x, 9x, 12x. So since we are doing the problems under properties of determinants, we are supposed to use the properties and then evaluate this. Now, so let us do, again it's a very easy sum. Very easy question. Will be asked for 1 mark in the exam. Now let me write this LHS 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6x, 9x, 12x. Okay. By looking at it, we cannot do anything in the first row as well as in the second row. If you see the third row, I can take out 3x from the third row. So let me write that. Taking out 3x from R3, we get first row will remain the same, Second row also will remain the same. Third row, I have taken out 3x. Then what will I be having inside? 2, 3, 4. Okay. This value is going to be 0 because R1 and R3 are identical. Already I told you, in a determinant, if any two rows or columns are identical, then the value of the determinant will become 0. So, you have to write here, since R1 and R3 are identical. Okay, so you have to, here you need to write the value of this. So your answer is going to be, value of this determinant is equal to 0. That is how you will be concluding your answer. Now let's move on to question number 4. Here, using the properties of the determinants, you need to show that determinant minus a square ab ac, ba minus b square bc, ac bc minus c square equal to 4a square b square c square. This question is taken from NCERT textbook. Also, in 2011, the same question was asked in the board examination. Let's do this. Solution. LHS determinant minus a square ab ac ba minus b square bc ac bc minus c square. What I am going to do here is, I am going to take out a from row 1, b from row 2, c from row 3. So let me write that. Taking out a, b, c from R1, R2 and R3 respectively, we get, now write down, I am taking out a from R1. So I will be left with minus a, b, c. Then b from R2. If I take out b, so a I am taking it out. Then b I am taking it out from R2. Then I will be having a minus b, c. And I am going to take out c from R3. Then c, let me take it out. Inside I will be having a, b minus c. Okay. Now, by just seeing you can easily make out, I can take out a from c1, b from c2 and c from c3. So what will I be getting? Next step, taking out a, b, c and c from c1, c2 and c3 respectively, we get determinant. Already one ABC is there. Again we are taking out A, B and C. Then you will be having here A square, B square, C square. You will be having A square, B square, C square into determinant. I will have minus 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, then 1, 1, minus 1. Okay. I told you, whenever you use the properties of the determinants, before we expand the determinant, we should make sure two elements, two entries in the determinant, consecutive entries, or in any one of the rows or columns should be made 0. Made as 0. Now what will happen here? I can write R3 as R3 plus R1. Then this will become 0. Then again only I will be getting this as 0. So what else can you do? Nothing wrong in getting it that way. Then we can use that particular row and expand. Now, what can I do? Suppose if I write C1 as C1 plus C2, then this will become 0, this will become 0. So 2 entries will be 0. So you need to first debate which is the best operation so that we get 2 entries 0. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? C1, I am going to write it as C1 plus C2. Okay. Then what will I be getting? Do one operation at a time. A square, B square, C square. Then this will become 0. When I add this also will become 0. Here I have 2. Then write the second column and third column as it is. 1. Because we are not making any changes over there. Okay. Now I can expand this determinant using the first column. Because I made 2 entries 0. Okay. Therefore, now expanding through first column, through first C1. C1, what will you be getting? A square, B square, C square into 2 into. Because anyway 0 into it's going to be 0. First 2 entries what we are going to expand is going to be 0. So 2 into. Leaving the third row and first column, I will have 1, 1, minus 1, 1. The determinant 1, 1, minus 1, 1. I repeat once again. I am expanding through the first column. So, leaving the third row, because 0 into the value of determinant is going to be 0. Same is the case for the second entry also. So, I am taking our third entry, 2 into, leaving the third row and first column, left with 1, 1, minus 1, 1. So, value of that determinant I am going to write. That is how we evaluate any determinant for that matter. So, this will be A square, B square, C square into 2 into 1 into 1, 1 minus of minus 1, 1 into 1. So, minus of minus 1 is going to be plus 1 here. This is what we are getting. Now, this is A square, B square, C square into 4. Because 1 plus 1, 2, 2 2s are 4. Which is 4 A square, B square, C square. LHS I am getting it is equal to 4 A square, B square, C square. This is nothing but your RHS. That is what you need to prove. Okay. So, what have we done now? LHS equal to RHS, that is determinant minus A square, AB, AC, BA minus B square, BC, AC, BC minus E square equal to 4 A square, B square, C square, hence proved. This is how you will conclude your answer if this question is asked in the board examination. Now, let's move on to question number 5. Here, using the properties of the determinants, we need to prove that value of this determinant is xyz into x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. This question was asked in 2010 as well as in 2011 in the board examination. Let's do this sum now. Solution. LHS determinant x, y, z, x square, y square, z square, x cube, y cube, z cube. Now, by looking at it, you can say, I can take out x from C1, y from C2 and z from C3. First, let me do that operation. So, taking out x, y and z from C1, C2 and C3 respectively. What do you get? This is equal to x, y, z. I am taking it from C1, C2 and C3. I will be left with 1 x, x square, 1 y, y square, 1 z, z square. Now if you see the first row, you are having 1, 1, 1. It is easy for me to make 2 entries 0. So what I am going to do over here, the next one I am going to write it as, I am going to write C2 as C2 minus C1. C2 as C2 minus C1. Then what will I be getting here? LHS will be x, y, z into determinant 1x x square, that will remain the same. Then C2 as C2 minus C1. So 1 minus 1, 0. Then y minus x. Next will be y square minus x square. So C2 minus C1. Third column will remain the same. Okay. I am going to make this entry also 0 by doing the operation C3 as C3 minus C1. So what will I be getting? X, Y, Z determinant 1 x, x square, and the second column also will remain the same, y minus x, y square minus x square. Then this will become 1 minus 1 will be 0, z minus x, then z square minus x square. Okay, this step can be written as x, y, z determinant 1 x, x square, 0, y minus x. This can be written as y minus x into y plus x. I am making use of the rule a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Same way here, 0, z minus x. This will be z plus x into z minus x. Okay. Now by looking at the determinant, I can take out y minus x from C2 and z minus x from C3. Easily I can take it out. So, taking out y minus x from C2 and z minus x from C3, we get x, y, z into y minus x into z minus x into the determinant. What will I be having? 1x x square. Then 0, 1, because y minus x I have taken out already. So 0, 1. Here y minus x is out, so I will be having only y plus x. Y plus x. Third column will be 0, 1. Already z minus x is outside, I have taken it out. Left with z plus x. That's all. Now I am going to expand through first row. Now expanding through first, just write R1. That's enough. Through R1, what do you get? X minus x, y, z into y minus x into z minus x into 1 into z plus x minus of y plus x. That is product of 1 and z plus x minus the product of y plus x into 1. So I will be having z plus x minus of y plus x. This is what I will get. This is, now let me open the bracket. I will be getting x, y, z. All these things are your LHS. Okay, what we are doing now? y minus x into z minus x into. Now when you open the bracket, plus x and minus x will get cancelled. I will be left with only z minus y. This is what I am having. So what I need to prove? xyz into x minus y. But I am having y minus x. So one negative sign should be taken out. Then y minus z. But I am having z minus y. So when I take out one minus sign from here and one minus sign from there, minus into minus plus. So this is nothing but xyz into x minus y into y minus z into z minus x, which is your RHS. Okay, now finally you need to write, therefore this determinant is equal to x minus that's xyz into x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. Hence proved. That is how you will be concluding your answer. So let me write. Final answer should be, therefore determinant x, y, z, x square, y square, z square, x cube, y cube, z cube is equal to xyz into x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. Hence proved. This is how you should conclude your answer.